I am so excited to talk about park bags and what is in mine. What's up guys, my name is Hannah. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're gonna talk about Disney World park bags. I have an upcoming trip planned for next week, so I'm super excited to start packing, start getting everything together. So I figured while I'm getting my park bag together, I will show you what I put in my park bag and how it all fits in there. So I feel like the classic question is whether you take a Loungefly to the park or you don't take a Loungefly to the park. So that's like the biggest, I guess, debate. So let me know in the comments whether you take a Loungefly to Disney World or if you take a different kind of bag. And if you take something else, let me know what it is. The other bag that we have that we take to the park a lot is this bag that we got from Resistance Supply in Galaxy's Edge. It's super fun. It has like the Resistance patch on it and then this other little patch. It's really cute because it's a lot bigger. It fits a lot more stuff, but it also has like some limitations too. Like it doesn't zip, it just clasps. But when my husband and I both go, why would we not take both of them? So he can carry this one and I can carry the Loungefly. I'm gonna show you everything that you need and then I'm gonna show you what I fit into my bag personally and then things that we'll put in his bag. So when I take my Loungefly to the park, it's not gonna fit everything that I could ever possibly want in it because it is spacious, but it's not a giant bag. It doesn't have a ton of room in it. And I can't take like all my cameras that I own in that bag, but it will fit like your basic necessities. I'm gonna go through a list of things that I think that you absolutely need when you go to the parks in your park bag, and then I am going to also talk about my camera gear and stuff like that that I will also take that you might not be taking. Right, so first up is a magic band. I have plenty of magic bands that I can kind of like switch out, but I want to have one of these in my park bag at all times just so that I make sure that I have one if I lost mine or something, that I would have a backup. So I'm gonna keep this blue magic band in my park bag at all times. The next thing that I think you need is a pair of sunglasses because if you're going to Disney, you're gonna be spending all day out in the sun, whether it's winter or any other time of the year, you're definitely gonna need sunglasses. So I obviously wear glasses, but if it gets too sunny, I will switch to these. And I actually got these off of iBuyDirect, which is my favorite place to get glasses. And they were relatively inexpensive for some prescription sunglasses. So I'm a big fan of these and I will be taking these on all my Disney trips and Universal trips from now on. I just put them in a little case so that they don't get scratched or anything inside the bag. The next thing that you will always find in my park bag is some kind of snacks. You're gonna get hungry in between meals, or maybe you just skip breakfast and wanna eat on the go in the parks. I always have a Cliff Bar and then some other kind of snack as well. So I got this trail mix from Walmart and I got these little Quest, they're called Gooey Caramel Candy Bites. I don't know. They're supposed to have a decent amount of protein in them and it just seems like something that would be good to pack. So I have all three of these that will be in my park bag for any time that I get hungry throughout the day. We usually eat a Cliff Bar for breakfast unless we're doing like a Mickey Waffles breakfast, but we want to be at the park for rope drop and actually even a little bit before rope drop. So we're not people that are gonna spend time sitting down eating breakfast. We're going from open to close. So we usually eat a Cliff Bar for our breakfast on the go in the parks. So sometimes I'll pack 2 Cliff Bars just so that I can have that one for breakfast and then another one for later on in the day if I get hungry. All right, the next thing I have is this little bag of goodies here, which are pretty important, but a lot of them are things that I haven't really ever like prioritize taking to the park before now. So I'm gonna break this down and show you each thing that's in this little bag. I definitely need a scrunchie just in case I wanna put my hair up. I usually go to the parks with my hair down, but if I wanna put it up later, I need something to put it up with. So I'm gonna take a scrunchie with me. And usually scrunchies don't break, so I'm not really like too concerned with that. The next thing that I suggest is something that people so often forget, and it's chapstick. So I always need chapstick when I'm in the parks. You're running. Whether you're there in like the hottest months in Orlando or you're there in the cold months, you want chapstick. So I always have some chapstick. I'm also taking my little beauty counter lip gloss This is like a lip jelly, so it's really tiny. It's smaller than my chapstick. And we'll have these for lip protection and for some shimmer. The next thing in this bag is gonna be a little travel size deodorant, just in case you need that while you're in the parks. Then we've got some Aleve, just in case anyone gets a headache or gets hurt, something crazy. We've got Aleve for that. I also have a pack of disposable masks because it's 2022 and we need them. So pack of disposable masks will go in there in case we lose ours or we get ours wet or something like that. We'll be bringing this little first aid kit that has band-aids, and then it has like some like creams in it. So like Neosporin anti-itch cream. There's even some hand sanitizer in here just in case we need it. So I'm bringing this just because, like, what if you get a blister and you are like at the back of the park? You don't want to walk up to first aid because first aid is not in a convenient place. This is going to save you so much time to just have this with you just in case. I have a toddler that runs around, and if he falls down, gets a scrape on his knee, I want to be able to put a band-aid on it without running up to first aid. And then the last thing I'm going to mention here is just a little hand sanitizer. This is not actually going to go in that clear bag. It'll just attach to my Loungefly on the outside. I just want it to be like super convenient for me to get to so I can use it anytime I need it. My next must-have is a pair of socks, just in case your feet get wet or you get a blister or something and you need to change your socks. Just go ahead and take a pair. I have never actually changed my socks at the parks other than one time when I was at Universal for an Orlando Informer event and it downpoured, and it was so worth it to have brought those socks because if I hadn't had those, I would have blisters all over my feet. Definitely pack a pair of socks. You might not use it, but it'll be worth it if you need to. Along with that, I want to pack a Ziploc bag in case I have anything that gets wet that I need to just store and not have it get on the rest of my stuff. So I'm gonna have a Ziploc bag, and I will actually probably put this in that little zipper pouch with all of my like medicines and band-aids and stuff. All right, the next thing I have is not a necessity, it's just for fun. I'm hooked on pin trading. I love it so much. I really discounted it, and I never thought that it was like gonna be anything that I was into. But last year I went on a trip with Kaylee and she got me super into pin trading. So now I am obsessed. So I'm gonna carry my pin lanyard, and I don't like to wear the lanyard around my neck that much because I feel like it's just bound to fall off. So I have my lanyard. I will put that in my Loungefly. And I will also carry some little pins that I can trade. So these are gonna be something that will be like super easy, that I can walk up to a pin board or a cast member with a lanyard and ask them to trade pins with me. So these are just some tradies. I have so many more pins, but I don't want to take them all to the parks because they're actually really heavy. So I'll just pick out a few each day and take a couple of them to the parks with me. I probably have about like 10 here that I would be willing to trade just like in a heartbeat. That's what I'm going to put in my Loungefly to take with me, but I will pack more pins in my suitcase just in case I love all the pins that I trade for on day one and I want to switch out my pin traders. I highly suggest, if you've never pin traded, get a lanyard and start pin trading on your next trip. So much fun. Pin trading is a little bit expensive to start out with, but you can actually buy like official Disney Parks pin lanyards off of Mercari and Poshmark and stuff like that, where it's going to be a little bit less expensive for you to get started. So I would highly suggest that if you're interested in getting started with pin trading, but you don't want to pay like $34 or whatever it is at the parks. So the next thing I'm going to bring with me is my fuel rod, and this is going to be super convenient so that I can charge my phones, my cameras, anything that I need to charge, I'll be able to use my fuel rod for. And it actually comes with your little cords that you need for, you know, pretty much everything. It fits perfectly for most devices. So I'm going to take this with me, and you're able to switch these out in all of the parks for a brand new fuel rod when yours runs out. So super fun, super cool. I'm really excited to use this trip. Okay, so that's really all of the things that you absolutely need in your park bag, in my opinion. But everything else that I say is going to have something to do with content creation. So the rest of this stuff may not apply to you, and in that case you could go ahead and pack up your park bag right now and head to Disney World. But I do take a few more things than that, since I want to make YouTube videos, and I like shooting film, and I love taking pictures in the parks. So since I'm going to be vlogging, I always have my Manfrotto tripod, and this is the best little tripod that I've ever had and ever used. So I bring that along with my vlog camera. Honestly, kind of large to fit in here with everything else. So usually I carry this around pretty much at all times, which is not that big of a hassle to me. But if I need to put it anywhere, I usually stuff it in Levi's bag. Definitely need a good tripod if you're going to Disney World and vlogging, and this one is perfect. It sits up nice on any table that you can find, and then it's perfect for you to hold, and you can tilt the camera like this. I love, love, love this tripod. And along with those, obviously I'm gonna be running out of batteries and SD cards, so I bring my batteries on the little charging dock, and I can use my fuel rod to charge these. And then I do have this case of SD cards, and I probably would not bring all of them to the park, but I will bring a couple just in case something happens with mine or if it runs out of space. The next thing that I bring is this little converter that actually hooks up to my phone. So I can take pictures on my camera, and then I could put my little SD card in here, put it into my phone, and just like that, I have all my pictures ready to upload into Lightroom so that I can edit them and post them pretty immediately. And my new favorite thing is taking pictures on film. So I have to bring my film camera with me to the parks. I love this thing. It's my most prized possession. Like, I love it so much. It takes such good pictures, and I'm so excited to be taking it to Disney World for the first time. We've used disposables at Disney World before, and that was so much fun, but I'm just really excited to be using this. It has a glass lens. It's gonna be such better quality than our disposables, and I'm just pumped. I have this in a little carrying case, and I only do that because it's old, so I don't want it to like get hit or bumped by anything and then break, because that would be such a bummer. And then obviously if I'm shooting with film, I am going to need some extra canisters of blank film rolls so that I can switch out my film, because I only get 24 to 36 exposures on one roll, and I will need more than that in a day. So I take 3 things of film with me to the parks just to be sure I have enough. So all of my camera accessories are going in this little electronics bag. This is actually it's like a Winnie the Pooh Disney bag. It's from Danielle Nicole, which is, it's sold at Box Lunch and Hot Topic. I don't know, I got it at Box Lunch. So taking all of my electronics and accessories in this little bag. So another thing that I also like to take for content creation is this little gimbal for my phone. So I can take my phone, lock it in here, and I can walk around. This really steadies all of the shots that I take. I love the results I've gotten from this. I've used it at the beach. It's perfect. And honestly, you could use this to go live if you're at the parks and you want to go live. It would just be so convenient. A super cool thing about this is that there's a little tripod that screws into the bottom, so you could put this on a tabletop if you wanted to and use that however you needed. And then also it extends up like this so that you can get it, if you sit it on a table, it'll be like at your face level. So that's super cool. I have never used this in the parks, but I am excited to take it. This is definitely not going in my Loungefly because it will not fit. So it will be going in Levi's bag. All right, so it's time to stuff as much as we can into this Loungefly bag. So let's see what we're working with. Oh my God, I almost forgot to mention these. Okay, so I definitely almost forgot to mention your Disney gift cards and your wallet that you'll actually need. I don't carry my whole entire wallet. I don't even really carry a card with me when I go into the parks, because I use my Magic Band and my card's connected to that, and you can use Apple Pay if you want to use Apple Pay. So we usually just do that and don't really need a wallet, but you do need your ID if you're gonna drink anything, and it's kind of safe just to carry your ID anyways. So we will be putting our IDs in our park bags, and we have Disney gift cards that we'll be taking with us as well. I keep holding these upside down. So anyways, yes, we also have these. So I'm like super impressed with how much I fit in my Loungefly. I fit everything other than, like I said, my vlog camera and the tripod that goes with it. So that was pretty impressive. And I didn't put my little gimbal for my phone in there because those are two things that I knew wouldn't fit in there, and they're also things that I might want on a regular basis. Those will be going in Levi's bag, so I can just grab them out of his bag while he's wearing it, and I won't have to be like taking it off and trying to rearrange and get into my bag. So this bag is super packed out, but it is actually pretty organized. If you keep things in smaller bags inside the bag, it's gonna help you keep it organized, and it's gonna just be easier to get to if you do need those things. So all in all, I'm impressed with the Loungefly, and I am so excited to be taking this to Disney World. We do have a toddler who is a little bit over 1.5 years right now, so we do have to pack a diaper bag as well. So I am gonna do a video of packing his bags for the parks. If you want to see that, make sure you subscribe. I will also be doing a pack with me when we pack everything to go to Disney World, which I'm super, super excited about. We're just waiting on a couple more things to come in the mail before I get all that packing squared away. So that is also coming soon. And then obviously we're vlogging Disney, and I will be taking lots of pictures, lots of videos. So if you want to follow along with that, you can follow along on my Instagram and TikTok. My handle is @HannahsPhotoPass, and I will link those in the description below. I will actually link everything that I can possibly link that I packed here. And if I can't find a link to it, I will link something similar so that you can have everything that you need for your Disney vacation. So I'm super, super excited. I cannot wait for these upcoming videos, and I hope you're excited too. I hope this helped you out in some way. And if you have something that I forgot, please let me know. If you have something that I need to pack for my toddler, please let me know, because I've obviously never done the parks with a toddler. Last time we went, he was 8 months old. So with that being said, I think that's it for today's video. Make sure that you like this video if you found it helpful or fun. And make sure you subscribe so that you don't miss any of the fun Disney content that I have coming soon. I am so, so excited, and I hope that you are too. So with that being said, I will see you guys real, real soon. These ears are so fun. I love these ears.